in 2016, Muslim majority countries realized the mistreatment of Christians and non-Muslims in their majority countries. They came together. These are the governments of the Muslim majority countries. And they passed a resolution. This was in 2016, January 2016 in Marrakesh. It is called Declaration of Marrakesh. And Muslim majority countries agreed that we will endeavor to make sure that our laws reflect that unfairness, that unfair treatment of non-Muslims in the Muslim majority countries. And if you read the covenants of Prophet Muhammad with the Christians, with Jews, with Zoroastrians, with other faiths, it is clearly said that they all have equal dignity of faith. And I looked and I looked and I looked every page and every corner. Maybe there was an expiration date for that covenant, and there is none. It applies even today in Muslim countries. It will be to my peril if I spoke too loudly about this in Muslim majority country. As a Muslim, I know this. It's only in America that I can talk about this. It will be perilous. It will be difficult for me to speak so clearly that there is no expiration date. And there is so much that has not been openly talked about. The authors are writing. The Muslim scholars have just begun to raise their voice that this ignorance has given Islam a bad name. 3,000 terrorists defined Islam to the rest of the world. They don't speak for me. They don't speak for 1.5 billion Muslims in the world, but they have become the face. They had become the face since we started to talk, since I spoke, since others have started to speak. They don't define us. That is not what the faith says. My faith teaches me, it's the saying of the Prophet, that the ink of a scholar is more sacred than the blood of a martyr. That is my faith. Ink of the scholar is more sacred than the blood of a martyr. That defines these terrorists that have been victimizing Muslims. In 2017, 30,000 victims of the terrorism acts were Muslims. Women, children, mosques, innocent people. They don't define us, but that has become the focus of the non-Muslim world. I don't blame the non-Muslim world because there are fair people and there are unfair people. They want to take that issue and turn it into to politicize it and make too much out of it. But that is the responsibility lies with Muslims to define themselves, to be known. There is a example of the Prophet that whenever Muslims during his lifetime would travel to other parts of the world and they would come to him that we are going to such and such country or such and such place, long distance, how do you want us to preach Islam? And he used to get annoyed at that by saying, what do you mean preach Islam? Just go and live, be part of that community. Let them see how Muslims live, who Muslims are. And they will ask, then you tell them what your faith is. You don't go and preach. Look at the practice of Muslim world, how we are treating one another, how we are treating various sects and all that. There is no sect in Islam. This is all political creation. This is all for political and real estate issue, not issue of faith, not issue of Islam. Sorry
Got you. I have so many things I could say or follow up with, but you know, just in agreement with what you say, and you know, I know with Christianity there are many insights that people have lost. They lose because of culture and because of the thrust of politics or whatever it is, and it's just something humans deal with. But those that are law-abiding citizens that tend to be quiet and just go do their jobs, deal with their families, they need to speak out more in these times.